Okay, hi everyone. So this video, right, I'm gonna do to clarify some doubts that some people might have over the legal clerkship program. Okay, so I'm done with law school already. Legal clerkship program essentially is the final module of the law school. What you need to do is that you need to clear all your modules, then legal clerkship is the final module. So I'm doing my Juris Doctor, so legal clerkship is in the final semester, so it's the 8th semester, it's the 4th year, 2nd semester, which is the 8th semester of my law school. It is this last semester I took legal clerkship program, which is 15 CUs and 5 CU module called mediation advocacy. So I did a video about the first portion of my legal clerkship program, which is I was attached to the family justice courts. And in legal clerkship program is a total of 12 weeks. You will have to do 4 weeks 4 weeks of court module as a court module. So I was attached to the family justice court. So I did my family portion of my legal clerkship there. Then subsequently the next 4 weeks, which is the 5th to the 8th week, I did my legal clerkship at Rajah Tann. And I was in the white collar commercial crimes department. So I did my criminal module of my legal clerkship program in Rajah Tann. After that, on the 9th week to the 12th week, I did my general litigation portion of my legal clerkship program in Luo Ling Ling LLC. The question that I have is, do I have to do the legal clerkship program full time? The answer is yes, for the court module. So the first 4 weeks of your legal clerkship program, you have to do it full time. If your employer or where you are working allows you to do your work after office hours, then so be it. I was fortunate enough because I co-own the company that I work for, but I am still technically employed, so I'm paid a salary every month. I actually apply for leave to do my legal clerkship program, but at the end of the day where I'm let off from the family justice courts, I'm fortunate enough to actually be able to cross the road and walk to my office from the FJC. Subsequently, right, there was actually a Google form which you had to indicate which court module, whether you prefer to be at the FJC, the state courts, or the Attorney General's chambers. Then they also asked you a question in the Google form. They actually asked you a question: can you do the law firm modules full time? My answer then, I believe, I can't remember, but I think I put no. I have to work full time. The faculty does say that it won't affect your final grade, but I believe that if you do it full time, right, there is a higher chance of you scoring a higher grade. So I did the other 2 modules part time. In fact, when I went to Rajah Tann, I was assigned dates to come in. So Rajah Tann is hybrid working also. So I was assigned to come in on Monday and Wednesday. There was once where I came in on Tuesday because I was given work by a lawyer on Monday. Then I wanted to ask her about the work on Tuesday. So when I appeared in office, right, the office manager actually asked me, "What are you doing here?" Then I told her, "I'm here to see this person who gave me work." And then she said, but you're not allowed to, I'm not saying you're not allowed, you're not supposed to be here, because they sort of stagger their working timing. So a desk is actually shared by multiple people. So they have this hot desking system, and it works, I guess, for me, because then I was doing my work back in my office. I only had to be physically in the Rajah Tann office on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, right, I worked from my office. But I believe that if you openly tell Rajah Tann or the team at Rajah Tann that you can't physically come to office, I don't think they will mind. They will just give you work via email, and then you just do your work from there. So Rajah and Tann, a lot of communication was going back and forth through email. Then for Luo Ling Ling LLC, this LLC, the law firm is fully online, so there isn't even a physical office. Everything was communicated via Zoom and WhatsApp and email. So WhatsApp most of the time. I would say that yeah, so if you want to do it like part-time, right, you cannot commit full-time, then like a place like Luo Ling Ling is like ideal for you. And it was ideal for me because at that point in time, actually I was very busy with work and family matters as well. So like one of my family members got ill, so I gotta take care of my elderly family member. Then after that, work was also quite hectic for me because like for my company, we do a lot of corporate tax filings for clients. So corporate tax deadline is due. So I was very busy at that point in time also. So it was fortunate for me that the firm that I was attached to was Luo Ling Ling, and then I could work from my office. But that doesn't mean that the work that they gave is significantly less. Okay, it's just that there were many times where I ended my day, then I go and have my dinner, then when I come home, I start the law firm's work at like what, maybe 9-10 p.m. Then I work until like 2-3 a.m. Then after that, next day I'm in my office at like 9-10 a.m. or so. Then this cycle goes on. Then I try to catch up a bit of sleep over the weekend. Yeah, so it's very tiring. And then one more thing is that I believe that if you want to score high, so that means you want to score like maybe 4.5, I don't know whether can get 5.0 for LCP, then I think you really need to commit full time. I believe that I did a lot of work. I did enough work to that what a full-time person would do. But I appreciated the work that I did at the smaller firm than the larger firm. The main thing is that when I was at the larger firm, I felt that a lot of things that I was doing wasn't generally law related. That means that I didn't have so much opportunity to put into practice what I learned in law school. So it was a lot more administrative, like tallying up all these figures, so that it was a bit more investigative than writing affidavits. So when I went to the smaller firm, then I actually drafted affidavits. I did like criminal motions. Then of course the lawyers will have to edit. Then after that, they will put together the final copy. Then I'll see the final copy. Then in the final copy, I see there are portions which are contributed by me. So I felt that, oh, this gives me a estimate of where I am, and I got to learn like, oh, what was edited, yeah, and then I could work from there. So basically, I think that the smaller firm, I enjoyed my time a bit more than the larger firm. That's not to say that I didn't enjoy my time in the larger firm, but I just felt that I preferred my time in the smaller firm a little bit more. And there was another question from a junior, right, as to whether we will get paid when we work at the law firm. So the answer is no. You still have to pay your school fees. Just for your information, I am paying full fees because my first degree was from NUS and I already gotten a MOE subsidy. So this is my second degree. So I'm doing the JD program. I'm paying, I think, about 20,000 per month. Per semester for 20 CU. So this time round, right, Legal Clerkship Programme is 15 CU. I think I paid about like 16,000 thereabouts for this 15 CU module, and I had to go and work for people. Okay, so yeah, and then think of it this way. Maybe the work that you submit, right, don't know whether can use or not. So I think can use now. Okay, our SUSS students got standard. Okay, but then don't know whether can use or not. So they still have to vet through. So think of it that way. You are going there to learn something, not there to take work off the law firms. Okay, but anyway, one more thing is that how the legal clerkship program moves, right, is that it's broken up into 3 portions of 4 weeks. I explained to you guys earlier already. The next thing that you have to take note of is that at the end of every 4 weeks, you are supposed to write a reflection assignment. So you're supposed to reflect on what you did during those 4 weeks, what you learned, what you have done differently. So there's a metric there. You just have to follow it, then the faculty will mark, then they will give you back a reflection assignment with some comments. There isn't a grade per se to it. Then so like at the end of the 4 weeks, on the 4th week, right, of my time in the family justice courts, on the 4th week, the Sunday on the 4th week, I needed to hand in the reflection assignment. Then on the Sunday on the 8th week, at the end of my time at Rajah Tann, I had to hand in the reflection assignment for my time at Rajah Tann. Then at the end of the 4 weeks, with my time at Luo Ling Ling, which is the 12th week of my legal clerkship program, I had to hand in the reflection assignment for my time at Luo Ling Ling. Then after that, you have to put together a portfolio. Try to do it consistently, which means that whatever work you've done during your time at these 3 places, you have to put a portfolio together. Then you have to tag it, you have to label it, you have to label it means like when you open the PDF, you can click and then you just direct there, because there is an oral viva at the end. That means that 2 members of the faculty will interview you, then they will ask you about your time at these places, then they will question you. You have to redact, like that means that when you do work, right, like I did work for the firm then on certain matters, and these are live cases, so you have to redact, you have to blank out the names, then they'll ask you why you redact, how you redact during the interview, so you have to explain to them. Sometimes, because some cases are public, you try to redact too much, I think also end up the work that you hand in to the faculty makes no sense. But then because the work is so significant, especially if you go to a large law firm, right, then your redaction must be very careful. So because when you redact too much, the thing doesn't make sense. Because you try to redact everything, but then once you don't redact like one word, like the location or this topic, then actually once you say it out, right, if the person has been reading the news, can guess, but you must try your best. Okay, you must try your best to redact as much as possible, and then give reasons for how you redact. I think that is quite important during the interview. Then another thing is that I think they will just ask you for your experience, and then move on from there. Do I think you need to do full time? If you want to score very well for LCP, then you have to commit your time to LCP. I wish I could commit my time, but the unfortunate situation that I'm in, I wouldn't say it's unfortunate because it made me a lot tougher, is that I have to balance family, work life, and I still want to have my own personal time to do the things I like. So my choice was to do the LCP portion part-time. Okay, and I mean I only aim for 4.0, so I aim for a B plus, and I got a B plus for my legal clerkship program, which I'm totally happy with because I was doing it part-time. I think if I did it full-time, I can commit and perhaps learn a little bit more, but time constraint, I have responsibilities elsewhere, and yeah, so I think I did generally okay. So if you want to ask, is it if you go and commit part-time you will get less than 4.0, the answer is no, because I did it part-time and I got a 4.0. But you are asking me whether I could have gotten higher, I would say that I need to spend more time on my work, then maybe I could have gotten a better score. But is it like guaranteed I'll get a better score if I do it full-time? I'm not so sure about that as well. So that's my take on the legal clerkship program. I think there will be a briefing. The reason for my video is that quite a lot of people asked me about legal clerkship program, then I thought I'll clarify using my own personal experience. But don't worry too much. If you are doing your legal clerkship program, right, you're already at the end of the road already. Then chill, just go and learn, relax, go and make some friends. I don't know, maybe you might get your training contract if you do very well at the law firm. I mean, they'll ask you, do you have a training contract? You can ask for, I don't know, maybe you might be offered one at the firm that you're working with. I don't know, because now I think they can only offer training contracts within 1 year of your graduation or something like that, right? Yeah, so they can't offer too early also. Yeah, so that's all from me, and yeah, that's all, and I'll see you guys at the next video. So take care, study hard, and Happy New Year to everyone. Okay, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.